Do you remember how we were talking about the different levels of organization? If you need a little refresher, feel free to visit the previous videos. Now, let's continue our discussion. As we move on, I would like to ask you guys a question. Have you ever gone hiking or gone to a forest or a jungle? Most of you might have not, but you must have seen a movie about it at least. Now, have you ever noticed how during a walk in the forest, if someone picks up a piece of log, they may find bugs, plants, and sometimes even weeds growing under it? This is exactly what a community looks like. A community can be either large or small. It is a group of different populations that are living in the same area at the same time and are interacting with one another in a way that the impact of one comes on another. For instance, if you take the plants away from under the log, some of those bugs may not exist because they are thriving on them and use them as their food. So, in a simple community, a slight change will show you drastic effects. In another instance, if we pick that log up and throw it away, a lot of those bugs and plants will not exist at all because they were counting on the dark and moist conditions under the log to survive. So, you see these seemingly small changes in the biotic or abiotic environment seem to have a larger and more lasting impact on the community. Now, can you think of a larger sized community? What's that? Yes, a larger community can be a forest. There are different types of plants, animals, microorganisms, fungi, etc. that grow there and interact together. A pond can also be used as an example of a large community. I hope it makes sense and you are able to grasp the idea of what a community is now. With this, we come to the final level of organization, the biosphere. The biosphere consists of all ecosystems. It is the zone of life on Earth where the living and non-living species interact with one another, where the different communities interact with one another, how they affect the environment around them, and how the environment in turn affects and impacts their lives. We hope with this you can understand what the different levels of organization are. Now, let's bring it all together with a quick recall, starting with atoms and subatomic particles. Then, moving on to the molecular level, the organelle and cell level, followed by the tissue level, then the organ and organ system, individual, population, and community levels, and finally, biosphere. We hope that you will be able to recall each of these and understand their unique differences as we see you in the next video with a little bit more detail about cellular organization.